Hey folks, Richard here again. Just a plug for my blog, Facts for Working People. We know what's up.blogspot.com is the URL. And I was talking to yesterday and today a friend from Venezuela, and she was telling us a little bit about the situation down there. And you know, we're hearing all the stuff about the US that's killing these people in boats that are apparently narco traffickers. I mean, nobody in the United States with any brain doesn't realize what's going on. He's just freed a narco trafficker who, pardon one, who was trying to import 400 tons of I believe, cocaine into this country in order to try and Honduras, I think, in order to try and influence an election there. And so it's just a farce, that. But we don't get to vote on this. We don't know who they are. They're clearly not drug traffickers, because it's all about terrorizing that part of the world, and they are terrorizing. The United States, its imperial power, is bullying and terrorizing an entire region of the world there. Of course, they do it everywhere, and destabilizing it. It's important for them to destabilize it. And this person was talking about how, you know, Caracas there, she lives in Caracas, was talking about how it's just everybody's terrified to go out in a small boat. The fishermen are terrified. There's whole often just transportation along that coastline. Look at the map. You can see Guyana there next to it and Colombia on the other side. All the islands that are just within that sphere. All the islanders are terrified. It's affecting trade. It's affecting commerce between these peoples that's gone on for centuries. They're all afraid they're going to get blown out of the water by the US. And they're spending billions, hundreds of millions of dollars of our money they've got God knows how many troops down there, aircraft carriers down there. It's just unbelievable. And from what I've read, only about 17% of the US population support it. But it is real imperial power unleashed. The US Congress is populated by gangsters and accomplices in one way or another. The fact that it can't rein this in. I mean, you've got Hegseth in trouble. You've got the head of Southern Command, I think it was an admiral that resigned. He was forced out, really, but he's going to testify. You know, they killed those two people that were the survivors of one of the first missile attacks, and they were clinging to a raft or to wreckage for 2 hours, and then they took them out. I mean, it's just unbelievable that they're getting away with this. And the problem is, in the United States, we have no opposition party. There's no movement, and that's all that's going to stop it. Is a mass movement in this country, and at some point an independent working class party that can play a different role. The Democrats and the Republicans, certainly on foreign policy, don't differ at all. But I mean, just imagine the horror of that. There's a whole community of people there. There's Grenada there, there's St. Kitts there, there's Trinidad and Tobago there, there's all these other little islands. It's just disrupting the entire region. It's shameless, and it's horrific, really. And not only that, she was talking about the sanctions and what the sanctions did in Venezuela. And it's nothing to do with Maduro being an authoritarian, which he is, because the US supports all sorts of characters like that as long as they share the loot. They don't have a problem. Look at the Shah of Iran. You know, they don't have any problem at all. Or look at the Taliban even prior to 9/11. You know, two of them were over here in Texas visiting Bush. There was no problem. But the problem is one is the oil, but also this is the part of the world that US sees as its backyard, very much the way the British Western colonial power did in Africa. And so it wants to destabilize that region. It wants to get rid of Maduro, and it wants the oil there. But the bigger picture is complete, reminding everybody, letting everybody know that the big boy's in town and you will die. And it really is it's a disgrace. And I mean, if it was anything to do with drugs, look at what happened with the Portuguese recently that just stopped a ship, I believe it was, had a whole bunch of cocaine on it. They stopped them, took the product, arrested the guys. They'll probably find out more about it. It's disgraceful. Here in the US, and it is our responsibility to stop it at some point. But in defense of the American working class, we don't like it either. Vast majority of Americans are disgusted with the state of affairs in this country. Long before Trump, they were disgusted with the two political parties of capital, and they've been disgusted in the direction that America takes. The Americans, overwhelmingly, the American working class is not behind this stuff. It's just we have nowhere to go at this point. That will arise, but it's nowhere to go. Anyway, just think about that. What that means down there, the massive amount of interaction between these peoples and small fishing vessels and trade and everything else. It's just horrible. But anyway, that's what they're doing there. Just some thoughts about that. All right.